Okay, so good morning, everyone. Welcome to our C1 advanced class, Mr. E. C1 English is all about advanced English. Today, we're going to take a look at the modal verbs in advanced forms, and we're going to do a review of verbs and nouns with the same form. That's what we're going to start off today, and let's get started. So we're going to start with our agenda. That's how we do it here. Our to-do list for today is going to look something like this. We got a review for this class, which is April 21st, 2020. We're coping with the coronavirus by learning. And this is what we got. Review, verbs and nouns with the same form. Check homework. Modal verbs in the advanced form, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous forms. Book activities, vocabulary, and takeaways. So let's get started with a little review. So verbs and nouns with the same form. These are words that are used in the same fashion. You can use them as a noun or you can use them as a verb. To give you a little refresher, here's a little refresher screen here. Gonna pull it up here for you guys. And there we go. Examples of these verbs are, for instance, the verb balance, concern, envy, harm, panic, and regret. So for instance, take a look at balance. We can use balance as a verb. In the example, I balance my work and life schedules. We're using it as a verb. We're conjugating the verb, so you can use it with any person, a subject person. For instance, he, she, it balances. I, you, we, they balance. So we're using it as a verb, right? We can use it as a participle verb. I balanced my work and life schedule last year. I will balance my work and life schedule next year. Perfect tense, I have balanced my work and life schedule. So there you go. You can use it as a verb, or you can use it as a noun. And the example is the balance of life is delicate. We're missing here the verb is. Okay. So the balance of life is delicate. In this example, we're using the word balance as a noun, not as a verb. We used it. Well, it's very easy. I'll give you a tip. Just put the article before the word, and you'll start thinking about how to use it as a noun. So that really helps. So here, if I say the balance of life is delicate, the balance here is not a verb. It is a noun form. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to review these verbs. We're going to do a little fun activity that I got set up for you guys. Today, we're going to call it the Wheel of Fortune. All right. So the Wheel of Fortune, what do we have on the Wheel of Fortune? We have the verbs balance, concern, envy, harm, panic, and regret. I'm going to spin the wheel, and you'll have to give me an example of a noun and as a verb. For the verb that, for instance, if the wheel stops at balance, you're going to give me your own example for that word as a noun and as a verb. Okay. Instructions clear?
Yes.
Clear. You ready to roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Ready.
So everybody start. Okay, let's get started. And I'm going to pick Beto today because he connected first. So let's go, Beto.
Yeah.
Hey, harm. Woo. All right, Beto, show us your skills. Give us a sentence. Let's go with the verb harm.
Okay.
H-A-R-M. Let me pull up the PowerPoint. There you go. All right, Beto. So harm as a noun and as a verb.
As a noun. Okay. Let me see.
Sure.
I harm my healthy life, you know.
I harm my healthy life. Okay.
Because I'm working at home.
Because I'm working at home.
Yeah, I'm not doing exercise or something like that, you know.
Not doing exercise.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're not being active.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Every day I'm more fat, you know.
Okay. All right. So there you go. So here, yeah, perfect. You got it, dude. I harm my healthy life. You said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go. So that's used as a verb. Thank you. Can you think of a noun form, please?
Let me see. Like a noun.
as a noun. That's correct. A little tip, just a little tip. You can decide to put an article before the verb, and there you go. You got the noun form.
Okay.
Just put an article before it. Let's say the.
Okay.
You could start by saying the harm, for instance.
Okay. The harm on my life is doing nothing, you know.
What about, okay, you decide, on my life or in my life?
On my life.
Let's do it in.
Okay.
In.
In
the
my
harm
life.
in my life, is?
Our life is not doing nothing.
So the harm in my life is not doing nothing or not doing anything.
Nothing because
Double negatives.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be anything.
Anything, yeah, for
There
sure.
you go. So the harm in my life is not doing anything. There you go.
Okay, thank you so much.
Congratulations, Mr. Broccoli. Well done. So there you go. We got harm as both as a verb and as a noun. Okay, so I guess Charlie's joining us today. Welcome, Charlie.
Yeah, welcome, man. Thanks for
All right.
having me.
What's up, Charlie? What's going on, bro?
Thanks for joining.
Excited, thankful, man.
That's great. Today we're reviewing verbs and nouns with the same form, okay? So let's spin the wheel. Now it's going to be Stuart's turn. Concern. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead, Stewie. Show us what you got with the verb concern. Come on, Stewie.
Okay, so I could say the coronavirus
Okay.
killed.
I beg your pardon? What was that?
Oh, the coronavirus killed.
Killed. Oh my God.
A lot of people.
Okay. A lot of people.
It concerns me.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. It concerns me. So you gave us some context. All right.
Yep.
Fantastic. So yeah, we got it concerns, third person as a verb. Great. Now as a noun.
It's a noun. Okay.
Yep. Everybody else think as well. Everybody think as well, so you can help Stewie if needed. As a noun.
I have. Okay. Let's see. I am not sure about my president.
I am not sure. I am not sure about my president.
I have a number of concerns relating to him.
I have a number of concerns
Related to him. Correct.
Related to him.
Relating to him. Yep.
Related to him. Okay.
I have a question there.
All right. Okay, great. Just a sec. Hold on to your question. Hold on to his question. A number of concerns. So this is good. I like the phrase, a number of concerns. This is great. It's a noun, plural form. I really like this phrase. I think we're going to add this one to our vocabulary. Now that you brought it up, a number of concerns. That phrase is very useful. And you got it. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your question, Charlie?
We could change. I have a number of concerns for. I have several of concerns.
Yes, you can. Yes, absolutely. So you could say, I have several. I have several. With several, you're not going to use several up. Just with no preposition. Just several concerns. Plural form.
Yeah.
Okay, so yep, several concerns is also a great phrase. So we're going to say several concerns. We're going to add this one to our list as well. Congratulations, Stewie.
Thank you.
And now it's turn for Kathy. Let's spin the wheel again. All right, we're going to give it one more spin here. Okay. So here, concern. All right. The wheel is concerned that you guys give it examples. Okay, more examples with concern. Let's go away, Kat. Let's take it away, Kathy. More examples with concern.
I'm thinking.
Remember, concern is synonymous to being worried.
I am concerned about the situation in the country.
I'm concerned about the situation in the country. All right, so yep, there you go. You got it as a participle here. Not bad. I am concerned. Good. Now as a noun. Let's use it as a noun. Try putting the article the.
Okay.
Or of, or my.
Your concerns are easy to solve.
There you go. Your concerns are easy to solve. Nice. Here you're using it as a noun. Your concerns. So awesome work on that one. You got it.
Really
Good work. All right, let's move on. Now it's going to be Charlie's turn. Let's spin the wheel.
Go ahead, man.
All right. And spin it. Let's see what we get.
Panic.
Panic. Ooh.
Yeah. Don't panic, Charlie. It's just an example.
Yeah, the last month, everybody were in panic.
Everybody, remember indefinite pronouns take on the singular verb. Everybody.
Everybody panicked in this last month.
In this past month, everybody panics this month?
Yeah, in this past month.
Oh, okay, so let's use the past form of panic. What would be the past form? Everybody panicked.
Panic.
Everybody panicked.
Right?
Yes, because of the K sound, so it's pronounced panicked.
Yeah.
This last month.
This last month, yeah.
There you go. So you got it there. So it's panicked. Panicked.
Like a verb, right?
Yeah, now, yes, you used it as a verb. Now as a noun.
You have to control your panic when you're gonna talk in front of the people.
Okay, when you're gonna.
Or when you're gonna make a speech.
Oh, okay, when you make a speech.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to control your panic. Okay, that's great. What if we do this? Okay, you have to control your panic of making a speech.
Of making.
Of making a speech, right?
Yeah, better than good, man.
Okay. And then you can connect it with the when what happens. So you have to you control your panic of making a speech,
When talk in front of the people.
Okay, you can use a gerund when talking in front of.
Yeah, well, talking in front of the people.
In front of people. All right, there you go. All right, now here, let's see what the verb make. Remember that make is a process, but if you're gonna talk, the action, actually focusing on just the action, I would recommend you say doing. Okay? Because you're gonna be doing it, you're gonna be presenting it. So I get the idea is that you're gonna go in front and you're gonna talk, you're gonna do it, you're gonna execute that, the action. So here I would recommend the doing, okay?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so there you go. That's how we use verbs and nouns that have the same form. What do you think? We good?
Perfect.
Perfect. All right, cool. So let's cross that out. Okay, anybody else was able to catch up with the homework that we've been discussing so far? Okay, so next on our to-do list is to check homework. So yeah, we're gonna check homework. If you're a teacher out there teaching online, yeah, you can check homework. Just simply use Paint. Have your students send it over, copy it to your Paint application, and you guys can check homework together. Okay. Or like Beto was telling me this morning that he has to take a video, he has to shoot a video of his daughter doing exercise for gym class. Interesting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at here at the examples. Let's see. Could you help us with your sentences, please, Stuart?
Okay. Let me go back to the...
Number 1. Very nice and clear. Speaking English. Okay. So I'll get started here. It says, speaking in English is a good benefit. Full stop.
Oh, it took me off.
All right.
Wait, I'm back.
Okay, good. Glad to have you back. Number 1.
First one. Okay, it is speaking English is a good benefit. I was hired, so I'm over the moon.
Fantastic example. So here, the focus was using verb and noun forms. The verb is benefit. No, here it's a noun. So you're using it as a noun form. And
Correct.
I also loved how you use the idiom, over the moon, which is to be happy. Excellent. Very happy. Number 2, please.
The next one is with impact. So the sentence is, I felt the impact when my grandmother died. I really felt down.
Nice. Can you say impact?
Impact.
You put the stress on the first syllable. And here you're saying the impact as a noun, and the sentence is perfect, my friend. And yet again, you used another idiom, to feel down, felt down. Excellent.
Okay,
Very good work. Number 3.
Next one, Mr. E wants to impact on people's lives. He likes to cheer them up.
This is excellent.
Thank you.
Glitter clap for you. Yes, he wants to impact. Here you're using it as a verb. The word impact. He wants to impact on people's lives. He likes to cheer them up. Also, another idiom form. That's good that you're reviewing your vocab. Excellent. Number 4.
Next one. The
Yes.
best benefit of this situation is that I managed to handle my free time.
That's correct. You're using benefit, right?
Benefit, right.
Okay. The best benefit here is a noun. Is that I managed to handle my free time. And here you're using the modal verb manage to. And the verb in the base form, reviewing that grammar structure too. So again, boom, that's advanced English. Number 5.
He's tied up. He on and off visits his son. It concerns me.
Wow. It concerns me. So here you're using concerns as a verb form. Perfectly used in the third person. It concerns me. So that's perfect. Excellent grammar. Here you're using another idiom, to tie up or tied up. Stewie, from your experience, what is to tie up?
Tie up is when you're very busy, or yeah, basically it's when we are very busy and we don't have like a lot of free time.
Excellent. You are absolutely right. He is tied up. He on and off. Okay. Then we have the expression on and off. Could you refresh us how we have used on and off?
On and off is when we don't used to do something, or we do something like almost never, like it is less than sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. So we're not consistent in doing an activity, right?
Right.
We start doing it.
Sometimes.
I'm sorry, Charlie?
When we make something sometimes.
That's correct. So when you do something sometimes, you're absolutely right. So On and off is synonymous to sometimes. You guys explained it perfectly. See, he on and off. Okay, so here, what do we need?
Oh, Ines, I'm sorry.
No,
Yep.
that's fine. That's fine. So here's the adverb. This adverb is modifying this verb, but we're still using third person.
Okay, thank you.
Visits.
I didn't know it.
But we're good. We're good. We're good. I got you. All right, next, number
Well,
6.
in my view, your boyfriend puts himself on an act when he is with you. I have a number of concerns relating to him.
Excellent. Concerns is the verb. The noun, the verb with the same form and the noun form. So here of concerns, this is a noun, not a verb. In my view, I loved how you use this one. You gotta just separate it with a comma. You're introducing it with the
Okay.
phrase. Your boyfriend
Yeah.
puts himself on an act. Okay. I want you to explain to the class how you used this this idiom expression here. To put yourself on an act or put someone on an act. How would you use that?
Okay. So when you use the expression puts someone on an act is when someone is, acting, or it is not being a real person. It is like changing something like a lie.
That's right. That's right. All right. Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. So I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So yeah, that's really good. I mean, when you put on an act, you're pretending to be something that you're not, right?
Right.
That's good. Number 7. Okay, number 7, please.
What I like the most was how he balances his time.
Excellent. What I like the most. I liked how you use this this phrase. You're emphasizing what you liked by using what, but not as a question word, right? You're not
Correct.
using it. You're not using it as a question, but you're using it to emphasize your action. What I liked the most was how
Correct.
he
To make an emphasize.
balances. Balances is used as a verb form, and this one is also awesome. Nice work. Nice work here. All right, so let me send you this one back. I'm gonna give you. There's another page, right?
Page. Right.
All right. Okay, good. So far on this one, let me give you an A. Let me give you an A+ on this homework. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nice work, my friend. So let me send it back to you. I do appreciate you guys taking the time. That shows that you guys are reviewing. And I liked how you reviewed everything at home. All the other grammar and vocabulary that we've learned in this course. And let's check the last 3 examples here. So can you help us out? Number 8.
I will tie the knot after getting the balance of my life.
That's good. Tie the knot. I loved how you use that. That's sick. After getting balance. Here you just want to say balance.
Oh, okay.
You want to, it's not specific. You're talking in general. All right. So can you explain to us, can you refresh your memory and tell us what is to tie the knot?
Actually, tie the knot is basically when you get married.
That's right. Basically when you get married. Excellent work. Let's continue with number 9. My sister envies Scarlett Johansson because she is easy on the eyes.
Correct. Yep.
Here you're using envy as a verb. It can also be used as a noun because she is easy on the eyes. Can you refresh your memory on how to use this idiom?
Okay, easy on the eyes is when something or someone is very beautiful.
Attractive, beautiful. You got it. And this homework is easy on the eye. John watches with envy as my business gets off the ground. Man, that's sick. So here you're using with envy as a noun. In number 9, it was a verb. In number 9, it's a noun. And you are using the idiom, my business gets off the ground. Can you refresh your memory on how to use this idiom?
Okay, so gets off the ground is when you start to get any kind of compensation or it grows. Like in this case, a business, it could be when it gets more customers and more money.
Exactly. Like you said, it starts growing and starts becoming successful. So with
Correct.
that, here, we're going to go ahead and give you another A+. And congratulations again.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Stewie. I'm going to send this back to you right now
Thank you.
so you guys can see for yourselves that we do check homework here. And let's give you a glitter clap for the outstanding homework that you shared with us today, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was really good. Okay, fantastic. All right, let's see. We got Kathy up next. We're going to check her homework real quick. Okay. So let's see if we can get this projected here for you guys. We'll do this real quickly. You can learn a lot from doing homework. And you can learn
That's
from
correct.
others. Yeah, from the homework of others. Let's read this one here. Kathy, I'm not sure if she's back. She went to open the door. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. Beto, can you help us read number 1? Are you still with us? Or let's say Charlie?
Yeah, in fact, man,
Okay, go ahead, Charlie. Number 1.
the lights, yeah, right. The light was so bright that it hurt my eyes. The light is a noun, right?
Excellent.
I asked him to light the way with the help of a torch,
That is correct. We're using it as a verb.
like a
Nice.
verb. Yeah.
Number 2.
Number 2 says, the object he held in hand was huge. The object is a noun in there.
There you
I
go.
object the use of the bad word, like a verb. Object like legal terms, maybe?
Yes, I liked how you pronounced it. You said object.
Yeah.
When you use it as a verb, it's object, and as a noun, object.
Yeah.
Nice.
4.
Number 4.
He could not keep the promise.
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 The promise he had given to his mother, right? Now, I promise my mother that I'll be a good person. Like, this is a verb.
You got it. Nice work there. Thanks for reading that, Charlie. And thanks for doing your homework, Kathy. So for this part, we're going to give you an A+ on this one. No corrections. We're good to go. It's awesome. Thank you very much for reading that, Charlie. Very nice reading today.
All right, man. Thank you.
I like your pronunciation.
Yeah, thanks for that, man.
Proving a lot there. Okay. Kathy, are you still with us? I guess she's opening the door still. Okay, let's continue checking the other part. Okay. Let's see, Stuart, can you see this from your perspective? Number 5 is kind of hard to read. Let's read number 6. Could you read number 6 for us? All right, Stewie, you there?
Oh, yes, I'm here. Let me see because I am looking at my phone.
Oh,
and
right.
it's very
I see.
small, so I don't see it very well, actually. Let's see. The number 6, you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me try. My father
Surprised me.
surprised me with a beautiful watch.
Okay, noun, excellent. Next, please.
Please? Okay. Oh, please watch the movie with me.
Yes.
Yeah, please watch the movie with me.
Here we're using it as a verb. Number 7.
We went
Traveling.
in the Sahara.
Uh-huh. Desert.
Desert. Oh, desert. Okay, we
Desert.
went
Desert. Desert.
desert.
Desert. There you go. It's a noun.
Desert.
That's
Okay,
good.
thank you.
All right.
The soldiers,
Deserted
deserted their
positions.
position. Okay, I'm sorry, it's kind of difficult for me to.
That's fine. It's kind of blurry. That's a really good, interesting verb. I'm going to put it there on our list. Desert and deserted, okay? You guys have some great examples here. All right, and number 8, the sailor. The sailor. All right, let me read it for you. It's a bit blurry. Don't worry about it. The sailor was able to hold up the sail despite the storm. Here, the sail is a noun, so that's great. He was able to sail through despite the storm. So here she's using it as a verb, so that's also good, to sail. All right, so here we got another great group of sentences for examples here. So let me go ahead and send that over to Kathy. We do check your homework here because we can learn a lot from other people's homework and from your own, okay? Remember that as adults, we learn from our mistakes. A mistake is a learning opportunity. Should always be considered as a learning opportunity. Let's take a look at number 9. I'll go ahead and read this for you so we can speed up the process. All right, number 9 says, I got the greatest scare of my life when the tiger roared at me. Scare, the greatest scare here is a noun. A roar, R-O-A-R, is a sound that a lion makes. I scare easily when I see a tiger. So here, I scare is used as a verb. Excellent. Number 10 says, the damage inflicted on the car was severe. Wow, I love this. The damage here is used as a noun. I love this word, inflicted. The damage inflicted. I want you guys to take a look at that collocation. The damage inflicted. Let's add this to our vocab list at the end. How could you damage my new car? How could you damage here is used as a verb form. So that's going to be fantastic. We got it. Good work. Very good, Kathy. Are you back?
Yes, I'm back. Sorry.
No worries. No worries. Thanks for the message. So here we're sending your homework back to you. We do check homework. We do appreciate that. Thank you very much for doing your homework this week. Let's move on to our next topic for today's class. And next on the agenda, we'll be talking about modal verbs in the advanced form, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous forms. Let's take a look at this. Advanced grammar. Okay. So if you guys had your textbooks, you can go ahead and look it up. If not, you can read it from the PowerPoint. We got it on the screen. Let's take a look at modal verbs. Yes, sir. Let me pull it up for you too.
Thank you.
It's we're still finishing up Unit 2. That's after the formal reading. That'll be on page number 17. You guys can look it up on page
17. Perfect.
17. Page 17 there for you. All right, good. Page 17, advanced modal verbs. You guys are grammar freaks. And I know you're gonna find this very useful, okay? So we're gonna talk about 3 forms. We're gonna talk about modal verbs. We're gonna still talk about modal verbs, right? We've been discussing modal verbs, but we're gonna take a look at the advanced forms of modal verbs, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have a modal verb and you're gonna add a continuous verb after it. Or you're going to, in the perfect tense, you're gonna add the have, auxiliary, and the participle. Or in the perfect continuous form, you're gonna add after the modal verb, you're gonna add the have plus the been plus the verb in the continuous form. So let's take a look at some examples. Let's take a look at the definitions. We'll read the definitions together and then I'll write some examples and we'll write examples together. Continuous form. Okay. Mr. Charlie, please take it away. Continuous form, begin. Okay. Let's see if we've got Catherine. Are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, so let's go ahead and read it. Continuous form.
Okay.
Continuous form.
I'm exhausted.
I'm
I'm
exhausted.
exhausted. All right, begin.
I'm exhausted. I must be doing too much.
Okay.
Paul looks fed
Fed.
up.
Mm-hmm.
He might not be enjoying himself.
Mm-hmm.
You should be working. You're sick.
Shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
All right. Thanks a lot. So here we got the modal verb. Which is the modal verb?
Must.
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 Okay. And in this form, we're going to have a continuous verb after it. Okay. Here,
Okay.
be doing. In this example, Paul looks fed up. He might not. So which is the modal verb?
Might.
Might not. Negative.
Might not.
And the continuous form is this.
Be enjoying.
Be enjoying. Now remember that in the continuous form, we need an element of the verb be. Of the verb to be, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, now we're using the verb in the base form. Why? Because we have a modal. The modal is might not. Remember the rule.
Always
After-
when we use the modal verb, the verb always be in present in present form, right?
Yeah, present
form.
form, base form, BBF. Okay? So that's why we have the verb be here as be and not as am, is, are, or was, were. Okay? Because those wouldn't be the base forms of the verb. After the be verb, we have the ing form. Okay? The ing form, the continuous form, which is enjoying. Next example, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. What is shouldn't?
Shouldn't.
Is the
This
modal.
is the modal
Modal
verb.
verb.
That's
This is
correct.
The modal verb.
Be working. Be working is the continuous form. Here we have be. In what form is the verb be here?
In the base form, right?
Yep. VBF. Followed by the verb in the ing form. Verb ing form. Okay. It's easy.
Easy peasy.
Easy. This is a cakewalk. Give me some examples.
Well,
You know what we're gonna do? Let's write some examples on the PowerPoint, so all the other students can also check that out. The guys that couldn't connect. Let's put it here. So we're gonna go with the advanced modal verbs. Our first form is the continuous form. Okay. Let me share that for you. Let me go ahead and put it on the screen. Okay, here's a tip for you. When you guys use advanced modal verbs in a continuous form, the idea that you're conveying is that the action is happening right now. You understand? So for instance,
right now.
Lester is not connected. Let's think about why.
Because he's taking calls.
All right, but let's use a
Yeah.
modal verb.
He must be
He must be what?
taking calls.
Taking calls. He could be what? Taking calls. He might be what?
Taking
Taking
calls.
calls.
Exactly. So when you guys use this structure, modal, base form, ing, what you're talking about or what you're conveying is that the action is happening this moment. The action is happening now. That's the takeaway. If there's something that you can take away, that's what I want you to take away. Got it? Okay.
Yes.
Repeat after me.
Yeah.
If the modal is followed by a continuous form,
If the modal is
If the
continuous with the
modal-
modal form,
the action is happening now.
the action
The
is
action
happening
is
now.
happening now.
Right. So let's the question was, where's Lester? Where's Lester? Answers?
Lester
Mhm.
could be taking calls.
Ah, Rock and roll. Lester could be taking calls.
Yeah.
What else?
Lester must be taking calls.
Lester must be taking calls. Guys, this is so easy.
Yeah.
Kathy, give me an example. Or Charlie.
Lester could be
Making money.
Could be what?
Making money.
Making money.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Why not? I'm sure that when he watches this, he's gonna laugh like crazy. Mr. Charlie. Where's Charlie?
I don't know.
Let's think. Where's Charlie? Let's use a modal
Where
verb.
Charlie, Charlie could be
In the bathroom.
Okay, but give me an
making
action. Yeah. Could be using.
Right.
Could be using.
Yeah. Charlie could be using the toilet.
Yeah, what else?
Charlie could be playing the PlayStation 3.
Could be playing the PlayStation 3, PS3.
Yeah, the PS3. Yeah.
All right, got it. Okay,
Charlie,
good. Yes, go ahead. Charlie.
Charlie must be having lunch.
Must be having lunch.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what we're talking about. Beautiful examples. There you go. You guys rock. I like that. You see, this is a walk in the park for you guys. Let's go ahead and let's add the structure. There's always got to be a structure. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the structure. I want you to learn this word, constituent. Repeat that for me. Constituent.
Oh.
Constituent.
Constituent.
A constituent.
Repeat that again, please.
Constituent. Constituent. You know what a constituent is? A part of something.
A part of something. Like,
yes, like the keyboard. The keyboard is a constituent of the computer.
Okay.
Constituent.
The engine is a constituent of the car. A part of. So let's take a look at the parts of the sentence. Let's take a look at the constituents. So what are the constituents? What are we going to have? What are we going to have? What's the structure? Subject plus modal plus verb base form. Yes or no?
Yes.
Plus the verb
Continuous form.
ing form.
Oh, ing form. Okay.
So those are the constituents. Those are the constituents that you will use. Got it now?
Perfect. Got it.
Okay, good. So I told you this was easy. That's the structure. Rock and roll. So we're done with that. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. Beto, your turn, sir. Let's read about the perfect structure here. Let me put it up on the screen again for you.
Pleasure.
All right, sir. Let's see what we got. All right, let's take a look. Next form is the perfect form.
The perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. I could have left early last night. You shouldn't have gone out if you didn't want to. Want to.
Want to.
Let me see. I didn't have worried about the test. It was easy peasy.
Can you say worried? Worried.
Weird.
There you go. Okay. Let's take a look at the constituents. What were the constituents? Parts.
The
Okay.
bird.
So here we got the subject. I. Put in S. Could.
Modal verb.
You got it. Could is the modal. I'm going to put in M. Now, this is the key part. Since we're talking about the perfect tenses are always going to use have or has.
As in plural.
Exactly. You got it. For the auxiliary. So what is have and has? It's the auxiliary verb.
Auxiliary.
And after that, we have left. Left is going to be what?
The main verb.
The main verb. Exactly. The main verb, it's going to be what? Participle. Verb in the participle. And those are the constituents. I'll say it again. Subject plus modal verb plus auxiliary plus the participle. All right. In this example, subject, modal verb, shouldn't, have, auxiliary, gone, participle. In the other example, subject, needeth. Oh, I love that one. Needeth. What is needeth? Modal verb.
Modal verb.
Yes, sir. Have, auxiliary, worried,
Participle.
the participle. And that's it. Let's go ahead and write some examples, shall we? Okay. All right. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the perfect form, right?
Right.
Okay.
I have an example.
All right, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Let me pull it up here.
Thank you for sure.
All right, let's pull it up here. So now let's talk about the advanced modal verbs. Now we're going to move on to the perfect form. Okay, so this is the takeaway. When you guys use this perfect form, you're not going to be talking about an action that's happening now. This is the takeaway. When you use modal verb, have auxiliary, and the participle, you're going to talk about a past event. A past event. You understand?
Yeah.
That's the takeaway. You're going to talk about a past event. All right? And usually when we talk about this type of structure, we say should have, could have, or would have, whatnot. You're talking about regrets. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So for instance, we're talking about, let's say we're playing a basketball game and we lost. Then as your coach, I would have said, team, we should have passed the ball more, right? Team, we could have given the ball to Stewart more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we would have, and guys, we would have won the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, we would have won the game if we played as a team. So what are all these things? Regrets. Should have, could have, would have, etc. All right? Are we good? So repeat after me. Advanced modal verbs in the perfect tense.
Advanced modal
Advanced
verb.
modal
verbs in
in
the perfect tense.
Convey
Convey.
past events
Past events
or regrets.
or regrets.
So this is not happening now. All this stuff that we're talking about already happened in the past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Happened in the past. Right. So constituents. Let's take a look at the constituents. So what were the constituents? What were the constituents? Subject plus modal. Right?
Auxiliary.
Okay, so here we're going to use the auxiliary. What's the auxiliary? Have.
Has or have.
Have or has.
Exactly. After this, the verb in what form?
Participle.
Participle form.
Participle.
Okay. Got it?
Yep.
All right, good. So our last question our last question was, where's Lester? Right? You guys were, oh, he could be taking calls. He could be making money. This is happening right now.
Right now, yeah.
Okay. But let's say now let's talk about a past event. Now, hey guys, what do you think Lester could have done to be connected today? And I'm sorry for putting you on the spot, Lester, but that's what you get for not connecting.
Yeah, well,
that's what you get for making more money. That's what you get for putting money first and not your education. I'm kidding. Love you, man. Love you, Lester. You rock. All right.
If we don't have money, no honey, you know?
No money, no honey.
Right?
Yeah.
No money, no honey.
Wisdom. Let's put that in the vocabulary. No money, no honey.
Yeah.
All right.
Amen.
Right, Charlie.
Yeah, yeah. Good one, good one. All right, so let's go.
Okay. So he could have.
You could have
He could have paid his internet connection.
He could have paid his internet connection. Let's say that he didn't connect because he had no internet. So he could have paid his internet, right? Right. This is past. It happened in the past, okay? So what was the question?
Where is Lester?
The question.
What could Lester be doing or something like that?
Yeah, the question was, let me write it down for you. What could have Lester done to be in class today?
Perfect.
Okay, so what could have Lester done to be in class today? Okay, great.
He could have had a lot of work to do.
Okay, remember that this is past tense. It's already completed. Because now he's not here, you understand? He's not present. So something happened or he could, or something, or some different action. Let's imagine some different action that in the past that Lester could have done to be here today. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's imagine some different scenarios that Lester could have done to be here today. That's where I'm aiming at. So,
he could.
Go ahead.
He could have managed his time.
Yep, he could have managed his time better. You understand? Yep. So what I'm telling you here is that in the past, if we can go to the past, we would change that. We say, hey man, plan your agenda better. You got a class today, right? Yeah. He could have managed his time better. We went to the past. All right, good. Let me pose another question to you. Let's see. Now let's speculate. That's another use. Let's speculate.
He might have.
Oh yeah, well, we may speculate. Let's speculate on the past. We're going to use might have. So the question is, so when it says he might have, okay, so what was the reason? We're talking about the past. What was the reason he didn't take his class? So here we're speculating on the past. What was the reason he didn't take his class? Well, he might have had, what?
He might have busy with his job.
He might have had a he might have had a busy.
Can I say
or busy? Okay.
Can I say? I'm sorry. Can I say he might have been?
Yes, I was about to say that too.
Yeah.
He might have been busy at his job, right?
Correct.
Good one. I think that was what Charlie was also aiming to answer, right, Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might have been busy at his job. So here we're speculating. We're imagining the different scenarios in the past.
Yeah. I
Right?
like that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, give me another. Let's speculate. Why didn't he connect today?
He may have been at training or in
He may
training.
have been
He
in a
may have
training.
been in a training. Yeah.
Rock and roll. You guys are on fire today, guys. Now we're using may have, might have, or modal verb structures to speculate on past events. Excellent job. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So I'll say it again. This is we're using the advanced form, the perfect form for past events, regrets, and you speculate on the past. There's actually 3 uses we've given it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Let's go back to the third form. Okay, let's take a look at the third form. Third form here. It's projected. There you go. All right. So we did the perfect form. Now let's take a look at the perfect continuous form. All right, Charlie,
Yeah.
take it away.
In what part, man?
Perfect continuous.
We don't see
The slide.
the
Yeah.
picture. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Always happens. Guys, let me know.
Yeah, for sure.
Because in my mind, I think everything is, you guys can see it too.
You need to show the right part, you know?
Yeah, I do.
You comment only that part.
Can you see perfect continuous?
I only can look perfect, see, and I went out and I left, you know? It's not completed for me, man.
Oh, it's not there fully?
No.
Yeah, me too, bro.
No, I wonder why. Perhaps it's the resolution. Let's see if we put it like this. Okay.
Yep, we have it, George.
I could really read that, man.
You
Yeah.
can?
Better than
This is
good,
We
man.
better.
have it now.
Yeah.
All right. Good, good, good. Go for it.
Thank you.
You betcha.
Perfect continuous. I should have working, but I went out instead. Anna left early.
Mhm.
She can have feeling well. He may have been driving when you called.
When you called. All right. So let's take a look at the perfect continuous form. Here, thanks, Charlie. Here, we're going to use, just pull up the pointer here again. All right. Okay. So what are the constituents? The constituents are I is the subject, should, what should here?
Modal verb.
Modal verb. Have,
Auxiliary.
okay. And now we have the continuous form. Remember that perfect continuous is always been plus the verb in the ing form.
ING.
Here,
We
been
always,
will always be constant. Okay, been will always be constant. In this example, Anna left early. She can't have been feeling. All right, what's up, Beto?
sorry, we always use been plus the continuous form, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
In the
alright.
simple form, for instance, without a modal verb, I would say, I have been working. I have been working.
Oh,
Always
okay.
followed by been. Always the verb is always the auxiliary have is followed by been, and it's always followed by the verb in the ing form. So in the simple form, in the simple present continuous form, I could say, I have been working. With an advanced modal verb, I should have been working. All right?
Perfect.
Okay. Beto,
Yes?
okay, did you get it?
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, good.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to write some examples. She is the subject. Can't is my what?
Your auxiliary.
The modal, right?
The modal.
The
Have.
modal verb.
It's going to be the,
The auxiliary.
Auxiliary.
okay. And then we got the continuous form. Been,
Continuous.
feeling.
Always been. Mhm.
Always been. Okay. So
Okay.
this is, let's see what happens. Check this out. Okay. Let me remove the modal. Without the modal, this is the normal continuous form. She
Had been feeling well.
has.
She has.
She has been feeling well. Okay. That's the regular form, the regular, let's say the regular perfect continuous. Okay. But in
Yeah.
our class today, what we're talking about is we're talking about an advanced form. We're just putting before, we're putting in between the subject and in between the auxiliary, we're putting in the modal. You understand? So when we put
Yeah.
the modal in between the subject and the auxiliary, we change it to an advanced form. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right. Cool, cool, cool. Next example here. It says, he may have been driving when you called. Okay. So here, he may, what is may? Modal.
The
Modal verb.
moral.
And
the
it's in
moral
between the subject and the auxiliary, you see?
and the auxiliary.
Okay. And then we have been driving is my continuous form. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Very good. So when you use this tense, what are you talking about? You're talking about an action that you're talking about an action that was progressing. Okay.
Mhm.
That is progressing right now. That has started in the past, continues right now. It's still going on right now. Okay. For instance, well, in this example, I should have been working. When you use should have been working, you're talking about a past activity that was progressing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I should have been working. It's an activity that was in the past, but it was going on. Okay. Same thing. She can't have been feeling well. An activity that was progressing in the past. And may have been driving. Here you're speculating on an activity that was continuing in the past. Okay. So let's go back to our presentation, PowerPoint, and let's add some examples. Okay, let's add some examples here. Okay. Okay, so in the third form, we're gonna use perfect continuous. And with that, we're gonna finish today, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna wrap it up with this one, and we'll pick it up in our next Thursday class, all right? Okay, so
Yeah.
how are you gonna use perfect continuous? You're gonna talk about a past event or action that was going on in the past, that was taking place, that was progressing in the past. Okay? That was taking place or that was progressing in the past. Okay. All right. Now, repeat after me. Perfect continuous.
Perfect continuous.
Okay. It conveys
It conveys
a past event
a past event
that was taking place
that was taking place
or progressing in the past.
or progressing in the past.
That's correct. Now let's take a look at the constituents. We're going to use the subject. In between the subject and the auxiliary, what are we going to put? The modal.
Verb.
And that's the auxiliary. In this sense, we're still using have because it's perfect tense. Plus what? Been. I'm going to put been here by itself. This is constant. It doesn't change. All right? And here, always followed by the verb in the
Continuous.
ing. In the continuous form, ing form. And that's your structuring. Okay? So, question. What do you think We're still doing Lester, right? What do you think Lester could have been doing yesterday? Okay.
He may have
Yes. Go ahead.
been taking calls.
Good one. He may have been taking calls. Nice. Thank you, Stewie. All right. Anybody else? He may have been taking calls. Beto, go ahead.
Could be Lester.
Lester.
Lester could have been making money.
Could have been making money.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No
Money for the honey.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. Wonderful.
Could use should in there.
Excuse me?
We could use should in there.
Yes.
Lester should have been. Lester should have been.
All right, let's do something.
Planning his agenda for this week.
Okay, good. So what? That's a good one. Don't forget about that one. Keep that one in mind. I like that one, Charlie. But let me ask you another question so you can respond easier, so everybody can respond using should. You're making a suggestion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what should have he been doing instead of playing video games? Now do you get my question? Now it's perfect for a should. Go ahead, Charlie. Should have.
Yeah, Lester should be.
Lester
Should have been.
Should have been.
Planning. His whole week.
That's correct. His whole week. Nice. Thank you. Very good. Nice. One more example here.
Lester
Okay.
could have been studying for the exam.
Very good. Could have been studying for the exam. All right. Beto raised his hand. That's good, Beto. Kudos that you know how to use the hand function. Congrats.
Yeah.
Go, Beto.
Well, could be Lester might have been listening to heavy metal, bro. You know, heavy metal.
Now you're speculating on the past, right? Lester might have been listening to heavy metal.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot. Okay, guys, so that's how we use the third advanced form. Okay, right? So just a little takeaway. For instance, with your examples, let's say a little something here. He may have been taking calls. Okay, just a little something. I want to contrast both. So this is regular present continuous. Okay, and this is advanced present continuous. So you guys can contrast the structures and the uses. Okay. Okay. So regular present continuous, no modal. No modal verb. Do you see that?
Yes.
No modal. Advanced present continuous. What's the difference?
It has a modal verb.
It has a modal verb. Do you see that? And obviously, when you use a modal verb, the auxiliary needs to be in the base form.
In the base form. Okay.
Now you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take a look. Okay, this is for the continuous form. Let's take a look at the perfect form. So here, regular, present perfect. Advanced, present perfect. Let's take a look at some of your examples, for instance. Okay. So in regular, no modal, and we say he has paid. Okay, go ahead, Beto.
Yeah. You said when we use the present continuous, you know, when because we are in advance, right? So we always wanna be use the auxiliary in the base form, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Whenever you use a modal verb, when you have a modal verb, the verb that immediately follows it or precedes it needs to be in the base form.
Okay.
That's the
Gotcha.
rule. So here we
Okay.
have on the left, regular present perfect. He has paid his internet connection. Here he may, here in this form, let's put it like this. He could have paid his internet connection. So here we put the modal in between the subject and the auxiliary have. You see the difference now? Regular present perfect, advanced present perfect.
Yes, sir.
That's right, because we're C1. We're C1, baby.
Yeah.
That's how we do it here. C1. Okay. Let's put it back here. And let's use the continuous form. What was it?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we're going to have regular present continuous. Okay. So on this side, we're going to say Lester is taking calls. Advanced present continuous. It would be what? Lester. Lester could be taking calls. And here we have the modal verb in between the verb be and the subject. Do you see that?
Yep.
Okay. So let's put it in context here so you can see the whole picture. This is the big picture now. You get it now?
Yep.
Okay, people. So that's what, those are advanced modal verbs. What are the takeaways? Let's write the takeaways.
Well,
All right.
Okay,
Let's see.
so yep.
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to take I'm going to take away the modal verbs in an advanced form. I didn't know how to use it before. And also I'm going to review how to make a question in that way. So also I take away some words that we can use as a noun and as a verb.
Okay, vocab as well. Awesome.
Vocabulary. Yep.
That's
And
great. Beto, what's up? Thank you, Stewie. Those are great takeaways. Broccoli.
yeah, well, yeah, for sure. I takeaways about
I'm taking
when-
away.
Yeah, I'm taking away about when we use the auxiliary. You know, we always use this auxiliary in the base form. You know, this
The
is
auxiliary.
a takeaway. Yeah,
All right, very good. And the verb in the base
yeah,
form. Excellent
yes,
takeaway.
sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Charlie.
I'm taking away the grammar of that part about the structure of the advanced form to talk, you know, in the present continuous way.
Mm-hmm.
Use the modal and the auxiliary have always.
Mm-hmm. All right, excellent. Thank you. Awesome takeaway, Charlie. And Kathy, what are you taking away from this class?
I'm taking away a good grammar class because everything it's hard for me, and the structure of the sentences I am pretty clear.
So you're taking away the structure of the sentences.
Yes.
Fantastic. Great takeaways, team. Finally, homework for this Thursday. Okay? This Thursday. Got it? 10 examples with advanced modal verbs.
Not pay for make money.
You're going to make a lot of more money with this English.
Yeah.
The more you
Yes,
learn, the
sir.
more you earn. Hey, I almost forgot about the vocabulary. Okay. What were some words here? We said number of concerns, right? Number of concerns. We also said several concerns, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
We also said deserted.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one. Deserted. Let's say, for instance, the house, the streets were deserted. That means that nobody's out. Today at 6 p.m., the streets will be deserted. Nobody's going to be there. Okay?
Okay.
Constituent. Constituent means a part of. Constituent. Can you say that?
Constituent.
And what was the idiom that Beto said? More money for the honey, or what was it? No money?
No money, no honey.
Okay. No money, no honey. Good one, bro. I'm taking away that one too. It's been a while. I haven't heard that one in a while. And here we have, I think it was inflicted. Inflicted damage. Inflicted, we use inflicted with damage. He inflicted damage in the boxing match. Muhammad Ali inflicted damage to the opponent's jaw. He inflicted damage. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Good. So thank you for a wonderful C1 class. I really, really enjoyed this class a lot. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Me
Thank
too.
Thanks for
So, and thank you for sharing.
You be safe out there. Keep on learning. The learning doesn't stop. We keep on learning no matter what. The more you learn, the more you earn. That's simple.
Yeah, we think out of the box, right?
Oh, man.
Live long and prosper.